Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, when he gets up, he's like,
Ooh.
He's got the stiff.
Did you sit too long? Did you sit too long, buddy? Hello.
Hey, puppies. You know what we haven't done for a while?
We haven't gone down to the creek.
Yeah, we haven't taken a walk. Let's go for a walk. They know what that means. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. I hate the days where I wake up and I know I'm going to film Kick. I like filming Kick. But I have to admit that I didn't do what I said I was going to do yesterday. And you know, those things happen. So I didn't get any of the stuff cleaned. I didn't get any of the compost piles created. And that's okay. But it's, you know, it's one of those like things. Because yesterday was a take care of the animals day. Hi, ladies. Hi. How are you doing this morning, huh? You just chilling? Hi, ladies. Okay. Nice talking to you. Yeah, yesterday was taking care of the animals day. Did some brushing out of the dogs because they needed that. They're back to being nomaded again. You know, one of those things.
Daily struggle.
Daily struggle. We got the geese out on grass.
Again, yep.
Yeah, that was their second time on grass. It was super cute because we bring kind of a small bowl of water for them to drink, but they also...
a little pie pan.
Okay, pie pan. And they end up swimming in it and, you know, bathing and cleaning themselves off. And I wish I didn't have my phone at the time to record that because that was super, super cute. But they were really enjoying oh man, spider webs already. Here, honey, you walk first. They enjoyed that. And then I ended up taking my own recommendation and going up to the hoop coop area, and I redid the fencing for the red, I don't know what to call those guys, the meat birds, the ladies. So they're now wrapped around it, their fence goes around a tree. And then I moved the fencing for the middle coop around a different tree. So every coop now has access to a tree.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I installed the fence charger and got that working. So, oh, the number of spider webs, honey. Well, you know, it's the way I roll. So, and then we had that crazy storm just all of a sudden come in, and it was not on the forecast at all.
No, we looked and it said clear skies, sunny, light winds.
Yeah.
And it was not that at all.
Yeah, part of the reason I didn't get to any of the cleanup stuff I was going to do is because I was going to do it later in the day after it cooled down and just take care of it, you know, in the non-sweltering heat. And so by the time I got done with all the other stuff and ready to tackle that project, man, that thing just came in like it was a huge thunderstorm, lightning storm, and the amount of rain was intense.
Yeah, we were able to see how the water flowed on the tarp some more, and how some of our riveting, Nate's nailing down. Looks like rivets to me.
Yeah, the edge. You mean the edges of the
edges of the fabric?
Where I put all those nails.
Yep, where we went a little extra on those. The water would get underneath the fabric and kind of almost swell up because the fabric does allow water to come down under it, but he made such a strong nail line that it was having a hard time getting through to the other piece of fabric, I think.
Yeah, because the woven fabric is porous, but not quick porous.
Yeah.
It holds water pretty well, but it will eventually drain through it. And so what I need to do is that area where it swelled up like that is pull it up and make the overlap the opposite direction that it is now.
I'm wondering if that would help it, because I really think it's all the nails.
It could be.
I think it's just that there's so many nails there. Doesn't matter which way the fabric went, it's still a barricade. So I'm wondering if that will actually solve it.
Maybe.
But we were seeing where it goes to the French drain and where it goes around it. And so we definitely need to burn more holes into the French drain. Fabric, yeah, the fabric above the French drain, to kind of get that a little bit.
Yeah, so it just flows directly into the, so instead of pooling up on the fabric above the French drain where it slopes, where everything slopes to, we have more holes cut, then the water could just go right into those holes. Yeah, so quite a bit of rain, but it showed areas that need to be addressed on all of the landscape fabric, the French drain areas. But the French drain is working,
Yes.
which is great, because even after that massive rainstorm, I went down into the crawl space and I looked, and there wasn't any more water on either the addition crawl space, which is like 3 feet tall, or the walk-in crawl space, basement, I guess. There wasn't any additional water. So it is working in diverting the water correctly. But that landscape fabric is holding more water than we anticipated. And then it also, because we get so much water flow from various areas of the property down onto that fabric, and we haven't spread all the rock yet, some of the big piles of rock were blocking the water flow, and they were pooling up around those big piles and then diverting it and causing some washout areas because there's so much rain. So it's interesting I'm glad that we're seeing it now.
Yeah, so we can see if we need to build anything up or...
Yeah, there's Winston. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Yeah, so...
Curious to see how the creek is after the rain, if it's still high or if it has already gone kind of through, because the rain was...
I'm hearing it now.
Yeah, I think it was probably a good almost solid hour. I guess not solid, it was intermittent, but I think it rained for about an hour yesterday. Would rain really, really hard, and then it would kind of let off and all that fun stuff. You know, you don't remember that you have the windows to the truck down.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I know, because I was over at the hoop coops redoing the fencing.
And I was working.
Yeah, and you know, weather starts rolling in, and it's sprinkling pretty good, but it's like, okay, well, maybe this will pass quickly.
Because it usually does.
It usually does, yeah. You get those little spurts. And it just kept coming and coming. I was like, okay, I'm calling it quits. But completely forgetting that I had the goslings out in their, outside cage. So luckily Katie had come out and grabbed them, closed the windows to the truck, because I wasn't expecting any rain. Or at least anything significant.
Yeah, I look outside and I'm like, I don't think this is stopping. So they're all huddled up. And of course they're not huddled up under the covered edge.
Oh no.
They were huddled up under the open edge. So, but water bounces off their little dewy feathers pretty good.
Yeah. That's actually not flowing nearly as much as I thought it would be.
Look at that big one.
Well, you got it.
Did I get it?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
That's not nearly as... Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah, for the amount of rain we got. I mean, this is kind of what our tarp looked like yesterday.
Yeah, pretty much. The landscape fabric?
Yep. Yeah. Oh, Winston's all the way. Oh, that's Levi. But yeah, it's grown up so much over here.
Yeah. I wanted to take the lawnmower down here and mow this path, but
again,
it's one of those.
Yep.
I guess we could take it when we're doing a walk with the dogs.
Yeah, because what was it, a couple months ago? We mowed all of this down
Before.
in the winter, I think, and just to get to try to deter some of the spring stuff from coming back.
Yep. And we cut a lot of little saplings and stuff around here so we could actually walk. Because we couldn't walk that way
Yeah.
last year at all.
Yeah. Well, you
Without
could. You had to go into the
brambles.
creek, or you got caught by brambles. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Is this exciting, Kinsley? Eating grass and finding sticks at the creek bank.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine the geese down here? I mean, not now, but like
Right.
when they're older, they would have so much fun.
Yeah. Yeah, they'd be playing for sure. Same with the pond. Yeah.
I'm sure once they discover the pond,
Yeah.
like once we get in that area.
Yep. Yeah, I think it'll be good. Yeah, the geese, they're so cute, but man, messy. Like chickens are messy when they're babies, but geese is a whole nother level of messy. We put their water in the feeder dish with the little holes so they could, get their beaks down in there and get their heads, but so that purposefully they couldn't get their bodies in there because they're waterfowl. They're gonna be in the water. They poop in water, all of that stuff. And we just didn't want to be like changing their water every 30 seconds. So we put it in that instead, and that's helped a significant amount of time. But geese, they eat, and then in order to swallow their food, they need to drink. So a lot of times they have food in their mouth still when they go to get water and drink so they can swallow all their food. And so their their water always has feed in it. So it's kind of like that battle of how clean does it need to be? I mean, because it's not dirty, it's just got food in it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just, and then the sides of the container, because they shake their heads with food.
Yeah.
And it's just like a crime scene of food all over the black.
Yeah, it's cute when they're trying to eat the grass. Like if we bring grass clippings inside their brooder, they bite the whole grass, and then they bite down on it really hard, and they shake their head to cut the grass with their beak, and so grass goes flying, and it's on the backs of their siblings, or it's like
Yep, and then they eat off their backs, and they're characters.
yeah, they're really I really enjoy them so far.
Yeah.
They're so super cute. But
So
yeah, the dogs are like, yeah, I like it back here.
yeah. Do some Winston just went in.
I should have brought my my boots instead of my shoes, so I could have gone down into the creek with the dogs.
Levi's over there. It's fun to see him less scared of the water now. Levi does not like rain at all. He doesn't like the thunderstorms. And so we used to try to find him and get him to come into the house with us, like the 30s farmhouse. And now he finally knows that the carport is a very nice, safe, dry place for him. So whenever it starts to thunder, or like a storm is starting to come in, he just goes in, he lays down, and he just looks out, and he's like, all right, this is my spot. This is where I'm gonna stay until the storm passes through. As soon as it's over, he comes running out, and he's totally fine again. But
Winston, on the other hand, he's like, I'll stay out here.
Yeah.
This is kind of interesting.
Yeah, Winston, Kinsley's gonna lay. Oh, she's so funny.
Just halfway.
She's like, change my mind every time. Shake, shake, shake. Oh, you're gonna shake by me.
Oh,
huh?
I got results from Kinsley's little biopsy that she did, or that we did on her side where there's no hair. So the vet called. I'll let you guys keep watching the dogs here. The vet called, and there were. It was nothing special. Like there was no.
Nothing remarkable.
Remarkable is the word I'm looking for. Yeah. So they're basically just saying it's alopecia, just hair loss, just general hair loss. No signs of ringworm, no signs of bacterial, no infection, none of that kind of stuff. So they said if we wanted to, we could do a topical steroid to see if hair growth will resume, or we can just let it be.
We're gonna let her rock her bald spot.
Maybe I'll join her and like shave a side of my head.
Solidarity.
Yeah, in solidarity.
There you go.
Show her my support for her alopecia.
Yeah, I mean, we might try coconut oil or something natural, but to spend money and do steroids, I'm just not.
Yeah, I've been putting on the comfrey salve that we got from Permapastures. And then I also tried for a while thinking that maybe it was a bacterial infection, like athlete's foot cream stuff. And basically I'm just trying to keep it from becoming really dry so she doesn't itch it.
Yeah, it seems like it's got its little peach fuzz on it and doesn't seem to bother her, so.
Right.
If she's good, we're good.
We're back. We had a little bit of issues with the battery. So sometimes I think I'm charging these things overnight, and then we start filming and I realize it's only like, whatever, a low percentage of battery life. So I brought another battery with me. So we're back. Had technical issues.
So for me today, just busy working. Let's go.
Yeah,
oh, hi.
How about you guys play?
Are we holding hands
up,
here?
Up. Not right? Okay. We're going to pass. No, I'm not going to pass you. Okay. Yep. You just do your doggy thing.
Aren't these the Indian false strawberries?
I think that's what they're called. Yeah, Indian strawberry or
false strawberry.
False strawberry or, yeah.
We see those every once in a while because I think a while back somebody asked if we had strawberries, and we don't see a whole lot. There they go. They play so different than most dogs. It's like a hyped up level of play. Oh, Kinsley's. I'm getting out of the way. Trying to think if there's anything else.
There probably is. But we can resume on that tomorrow, I guess.
All right.
So yeah, it's just cleaning, getting ready for compost.
Yeah.
And then hopefully that means busy time for us to get more stuff planted and raised beds and started on the food plot.
Yep. Get the rest of the seeds. I have them all sorted. Maybe I can share kind of the companion planting that I'm planning to do in the different areas. And then we'll hopefully be able to get to getting those seeds in the ground. But we're probably going to do mounding methods and no dig stuff this year.
Yeah. Cool. Yep. So, all right. Well, short and sweet, I guess, today. So, you guys are just so cute. Levi's holding his own now.
Yeah, he is.
He's Mr. Scrappy Boy.
But when push comes to shove, Winston will hold him down.
Oh, yeah. There's no doubt that Winston's...
When it's not playtime and it's actual, no, we're gonna behave time. I've never seen Levi on top.
No. Nope.
You guys.
All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.